All right, well, hi, I'm Presley Reader. I get to do the interviews for the Phoenix Business Forum, which is a lot of fun. I hope you've gotten to come to one or two or all of them. If you haven't, I hope you'll come to one in the future. I'm here with David Stockton.
Yeah.
David is the senior pastor at Living Streams Church, which hosts the forum. So we're both kind of hosts.
Yep.
I host the actual event. David and the church host the forum. And some of you have been asking, why is this at a church? What does the church care about Phoenix business? So I thought, well, me and David sit really close to each other and talk about why the church cares about business.
Yes, thank you for hosting this.
Yeah, it's fun.
At Living Streams, so you can thank me for hosting too. Just doing a lot of hosting here. But yeah, the church, we care about the community that we are in, the city that we're in, and we think that the scriptures, as well as the Spirit of God and the tradition and all the history of the church has a lot to say on what's good for society and what's not good for society. And a big part of society is business, no doubt about it. And we love that Mel Schultz, who actually kind of kicked off the forum 10 years ago, as a believer in Christ, actually as someone who was raised with Judaism as well. He loved to apply those principles to his business and the way he did his business, and wanted to kind of bring that into the city of Phoenix and the business community there. And so we're just kind of following suit with that, trying to just bring that real transformative content, help people think not just about bottom lines and things like that, but about the way that you go about business, as well as the outcomes of business. We as the church have been talking a little bit about downriver, the people downriver from us, and that's a real biblical concept. And so we think it'd be great for business leaders, business owners, people who are doing business at all, to have that in their minds as they're going about day to day. Okay, well, what is it like for those downriver from our business? And so there's just so many biblical principles that we think are a lot of fun. We love people. We love Phoenix. We love meeting new people wherever they're at, whether they're a Christian or not. We just love that this can be a space for people in Phoenix to come and get to know each other.
Yeah, so that, because you and I have talked about that a lot. Yeah. We've had meetings and just talked off the cuff after some of the events. You get in that room, I see you see these business people coming together, and the relationship part of it seems like a big deal, that people have a place they can come to where they can interact with each other. And I for me, as a business owner, it's a lonely endeavor a lot of the times. Like I feel lonely when I'm out there on my own. And so I would imagine as a senior pastor leading a church, there's some loneliness there too. So is the relationship, talk a little bit about how much the relationships matter.
For sure. The community is a big deal. I mean, like we said, content really big, community is really big, and on that community side, we think there's probably plenty of businessmen and women kind of floating through their day to day, and would love to have a space where they could go and maybe ask some of their questions to see if there's other people who are kind of dealing with the same dilemmas, or maybe there's some people that have even figured out some answers to some of their dilemmas, and then just to encourage each other. Again, business, like any industry, it can be tough. It can be lonely, and you can feel like everybody's competition and nobody's community. And so we thought the church would actually, that's our thing, man. We're good community. That's what we do. That's our superpower. And so we love to be able to provide a space. We've got this awesome campus that the Lord has blessed us with, and we love to see people come here and get to know each other. And even the last forum, it was so cool, to just meet people from different, like ASU, GCU, ACU, people in all different types of business. They own their own business, or they're working for big corporations, and they're able to come. And then it's funny because you get past that layer, and all of a sudden now you have people who, have different sexual preferences, and then you have different people who are in different socioeconomic class, different ethnicities, and so it's just fun to kind of unpeel all these layers and just really get to know each other. And the church, I think, can be a place where people feel a little unsure when they walk in, but we work really hard as you the host, as me the host, to make sure people are like, this is a church, but no, this is just a space that's safe, that's healthy, and that you get to be yourself and interact with some biblical principles and those type of things. We're not shy about that at all, but you're going to be safe and you're going to enjoy yourself too.
Yeah, I mean, I get to sit up on the stage and ask the question to the guest, the public questions that are going to be asked, but being at that last forum where we're in the sanctuary, this huge open space where people are eating, they're getting their lunch, chowing down while I'm asking public questions, but before and after, when I'm walking around in the crowd, they're all interacting and asking questions about what's going on in their lives, asking questions about their business, asking questions about what is this speaker going to talk about or what the speaker did talk about. That part for me, you know, other than just, you know, I like to have the spotlight on me a little bit. Other than that, watching that happen was gold.
That was great. And because of the way we structure, we're trying to stay real disciplined with time. So people are, you know, you're getting a meal on your lunch break, but you're also getting some, you know, like exposure to somebody who really has done well in business, or at least we're picking them because there's a certain aspect that they've done really well. And that's been another surprise to the community at Living Streams, how much access we have to really interesting people with some real business acumen here in the city. So that's been fascinating. We got better guests than we thought we would get.
We did. We thought we were gonna have to do it
that's been fun.
Ourselves.
Yeah, and we still, you know, and the list just keeps growing, which is kind of fun too. But that's another part of the community aspect is with Mel Schultz and him being a sponsor. You know, we've been able to find some people that are really worth sitting down and talking to.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.